Hey, what's up, Faithbox? I'm Maggie. We're back here today for day 18 of our family Everyday Faith this month. And as we have mentioned, this Everyday Faith was written by Stephen Curtis Chapman and his wife, Mary Beth. And so today's Everyday Faith is a quote from Mary Beth herself. And here it says, "I'm here to tell you, God gives us new beginnings and fresh starts." And I love the photo that is going along with it today. And just being able to see that beautiful scenery and just realize the impact of what that means to have a fresh start. I would just challenge you guys today to think of an instance in your life when you were given a fresh start, and just think about how much of a difference that made for you, and how much more God can do that for you every single day. I know for me personally, I was thinking on this and what fresh starts mean to me, and second chances. And I was just reminded of a time when I was in college. So it was many years ago, and I was writing a paper for my last semester of college. It was a really big paper, and I had been working on it for a long time. And just a few weeks before the deadline for the paper, one of my really close dear friends passed away in a car accident. And it was one of the first times I had ever lost someone that was really close to me, that meant a lot to me, and it wrecked me. I was so upset for many weeks and just grieving that loss. And I had to go home to my hometown for the funeral and to see his family. And it was just a really, really hard time for several weeks and months there. And in the middle of all that, I had this paper due. And in the grand scheme, it seemed like that meant so it didn't even matter anymore. I didn't even care about the paper. I didn't care if it impacted my grade. I couldn't even think or focus, but I knew I had to turn in something. So I essentially just turned in the paper as it was. I didn't even try to change anything or finish it. I couldn't. And of course I ended up getting a pretty bad grade, but my professor realized this was not me and wasn't something that I would do. And so she called me into her office and she was like, "What's going on? Are you okay?" And I just broke down and told her what had been going on in my life. And she was like, "Why didn't you tell me? I am going to give you an extension. You can redo this paper, and I'll just we'll throw out the first one. And we won't even try to average the two grades together. We will just be able to give you a fresh start and a second chance here." And after I had realized the grace and mercy that she was showing me, it gave me the courage I needed, that even through my grief process, I was able to say, she believes in me. She's giving me this fresh start. I can do this. And I was able to redo the paper, and I think I got a 99 on it. It was something crazy. And she was like, "That's what I knew you could do. I knew that you cared about this, and I knew all you needed was a fresh start." And I just think about that instance a lot. And when I give people second chances, and when I can see that someone's going through something, and that God does that for us every single day. And it's not always something as major as losing a friend or something like that. It can be the smallest inconvenience that makes us mess up, and God will still give us that fresh start and that second chance that we need, and a new beginning. And he constantly is doing that for us to just show us his mercy and his grace every single day. So I just love this quote. It's simple, and it's something that should seem obvious to us. Of course God is a God of new beginnings and second chances and fresh starts. But Mary Beth is just reminding us here, "I'm here to tell you," is what she says. And I feel the same way. I'm here to tell you that when we have people in our lives who do that for us, God is doing that for us tenfold. So I hope that if you are going through a season where you feel like you need a second chance or a fresh start or a new beginning, I pray that you would spend some time in prayer, asking God to give you that, and pleading, for him to open the doors to a new beginning or a fresh start, and he will do that for you. Rest assured, as Mary Beth says, I'm here to tell you, and I am too, the Faithbox team is behind you, that God gives us new beginnings and fresh starts. We'll see you guys again back here tomorrow for the next day of our family Everyday Faith.